Right.
Welcome to another edition of Untitled Evenings, because no one will give us any suggestions. So You guys suck, and we're just going to keep the title because...
That's going to get the suggestions is rolling in. Insulting the audience is really the best way to ensure audience participation.
Well, isn't there somebody who does that?
Insults the audience?
The audience? People who come on their show?
People in general?
Well, that's just obvious. I mean, insulting complete strangers is what people do nowadays.
Right. Yeah, I don't think there are a lot of shows that do that anymore. Because they found out people hate that. Didn't really drive ratings through the roof, as it were.
Which is surprising because reality shows are super popular today.
Right, but I mean, they don't insult the audience other than their intelligence. I mean, they insult the intelligence of the audience. But if you're tuning into a reality show, I question your intelligence.
I know, man. I know, but...
Unless it's So You Think You Can Dance or The Voice, because my kids like that.
Yeah. Well, we do too, let's be honest.
Well, we started watching them because our oldest wanted to.
Our oldest, yeah.
And then we discovered that there was actually something to them. And it's, especially So You Think You Can Dance, seeing dancers grow and try new things and either fail miserably or succeed at them is entertaining and kind of life-affirming. So.
Well, it's just, for me, it's, seeing the talent that people have at such a young age, because a lot of them that are on the show are not even college age yet.
Well, I think they have to be 18.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They just look like they're 16.
For the other show, The Voice, I think they can be 15.
I think so,
because they've had a lot of 15-year-olds on there. So.
No, I really do like that show, though, because you're seeing a lot of talent in people who are only 18 or 19.
Especially with dance, they dedicate so much of their lives to getting good at something that seeing them be able to compete and get positive affirmation from the judges and everything and from America is interesting and fun to watch.
It is.
It's also fun to watch the judges, especially on The Voice.
Oh my God.
The judges, they do a good job of entertaining themselves as well as the viewing audience.
Yeah. Our favorite combination of judges so far is Adam Levine.
This is for The Voice.
Yes. Gwen Stefani and Pharrell and Blake. And I don't remember what Blake's last name is.
Shelton.
I almost called him Sheldon.
Blake Sheldon. He's a mathematician, genius, country singer.
Ooh, that'd be funny.
Would be funny. You should get on that, NBC.
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory is ending soon. It's obvious. Segue.
Is that why he's been doing so many commercials lately?
I don't know. I think he's looking for money. I don't know. He was in that movie Home that was kind of terrible. And,
you didn't like that movie?
No, I hated that movie.
Really?
All 25 times I've seen it now, I have hated it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the kids love it, so I'm not going to...
Especially the baby.
Jacob, you want to watch this again? It sucks. We can't. It's not really what you tell your child.
No.
It's something they love. Okay, we'll watch it. Yeah, the baby flips out about it.
He does, because there's lots of music in there, and so he likes to get up and jump
Bright
around.
colors and stuff. But no, it was terribly written. The characters were horrible and extremely one-dimensional. I mean...
Okay, so if you're going to dissect the movie, then yes, I could see where there's lots of problems.
Well, it's hard because Pixar movies are the gold standard of animation, and even the bad Pixar movies have pretty amazing writing in them.
I agree.
So when that is what you're used to, something, or like Kung Fu Panda is the other standard bearer for animated movies that aren't Pixar, and Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2 are my favorite animated movies. I like them more than any.
Really?
Yeah.
Even Toy Story?
Oh, yeah. I know. Sacrilege.
Wow.
But no, the story, the character development, the stories, the directing, the writing, everything about Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2 are hitting on all cylinders, are amazing.
I agree.
But I mean, that's like saying you wouldn't have Kung Fu Panda if you did not have Toy Story 1 through 75.
True.
However many there are now. Pixar paved the way for these types of movies, so you have to give them...
Pay homage.
Yeah, and give them the credit that due. The movies are amazing. Every one of them are great. Even the terrible ones are super good. So...
I think there's only 3. I can only think of 3 right now.
3 that you don't like?
No, 3 of Toy Story. I think they only came out with
I know
3.
there's only 3. I was making a joke.
Oh.
Because there's a 4th one coming.
Yeah, it's too late.
Don't make jokes with your wife late at night.
Nope.
After she's busted her ass working out.
Yep.
And she busted her ass because she was sweating so much
on the floor. I really did.
That she slipped and busted her ass.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. I didn't have it. One, you don't think that you're going to sweat that much because you never have before.
She doesn't think she's going to sweat that much. Other people assume we're going to sweat.
Yeah,
like
I've never perspired. The most I've done is probably glisten.
She was a glistener, and then she had children.
I had the toddler, and everything went to hell. I mean, just shot to hell.
Went to hell.
Hell. And thank you, Jesus. Sorry, I had to throw that one in. So anyways, I sweated so much. It was just pouring off my face. I couldn't get traction with my feet. I actually had tennis shoes on. I'm in the dining room on the floor trying to do these exercises. And
where's the baby during this?
He's right here in front of us playing games, playing with his toys.
He was in the living room, in other words, since she's pointing behind the camera.
Like you know where I live and the layout of the house, but anyways.
You better not.
Okay, the point is, I was sweating so much, it was all over the place, and I was actually quite worried about the baby coming in there because he would have slipped as well. That was just how bad it was.
Bad things.
Yeah, bad things. Are you kidding?
It was really funny. I've been homesick the last 2 days because I got the crud from all of them, and
don't point at me.
All of them.
I am fit, and don't do that in front of my... Thank you.
Like that?
Yeah.
And so I was back in our bedroom trying to work a little bit so I could...
Did you hear me grunting and making noises?
Well, yeah. But I'm sitting there working, and then she just runs in, like almost takes the door off its hinges. And I can hear her trainer, because they were doing a Skype session, like still yelling at her like she's working out back there. I don't know if she didn't tell her she ran away, but she just busted into the room, and it was just like, and she ran into the closet and grabbed something, and then huffed and puffed out. It was pretty amazing, because I've never, like, you're always in really good shape, and I've never seen you out of breath and to that extent ever.
Like, if I had balls, she busted my balls today, okay?
She busted your lady balls?
Yes, she did. So it's like I get an hour with her, and we have to cover a whole routine in that hour. And with the baby being here, I try to be as quick as I can if I have to run places. So she's like, hey, let's warm up with 25 jumping jacks, 25 squats, and then 25 push-ups. And I was like, what the hell?
And if you're not dead, we'll move on to the workout.
Last week was, hey, we're going to do this routine that you've already been doing, and we're going to add 3 different arm exercises in, and how about we throw in 50 jumping jacks? I'm like, okay. This week was like, what the happened?
She's not your friend.
She's not my
trainer.
friend.
She is not your friend.
During that hour. She's my trainer, and it's like, I'm going to bust you until you can't handle it anymore, and then you still have to do it. Like, there are no exceptions. She does not give you any, like, oh, you know what? You did 40. Don't do the other 10. You don't need to do other 10.
She's going to be like, you do those 10 right now, or it's going to be 20 more.
Yeah.
You got 3 minutes. Let's go.
Like, you don't feel like you have an option, okay?
That's impressive because she's on a camera somewhere else. If it was me, I'd just close the laptop. I
paid money.
Do your 10. That's what I think of your 10. Bye-bye.
No, I pay her for her time. So Her time's valuable. And at the same time,
you pay for her time. So if you want to use that time by closing the laptop and then going and having some ice cream, that is, she had nothing to say about it.
Okay.
You're paying for the time.
I will say this. She's like, hey, you got any new weights? And I'm like, yeah, I got some ankle weights this week.
And okay, note to audience. When your trainer says, do you have any weights?
You say no.
You say no.
You say no.
Just like when someone says, are you a god? You answer yes. When someone asks you if you have weights, you say no.
You say no, because what they're going to make you do is put those weights on so that you can use those through the entire workout. Okay? So I've been doing really easy workouts and routines, and all of a sudden, she's like, hey, put those on. I'm like, they got 6 pounds in them. She's like, it's okay, go ahead and do it.
Just put them all on.
So not only are my reps going up from 12 to 16, but now I'm packing on an extra 6 pounds on my legs, okay? And she expects me to continue, to keep going, not to give up. And I'm like, oh my God, it hurts.
And didn't she make you do something with the baby on you?
Oh, yes. So after that wonderful warm-up, she has me do one of my routines, and then she shows me some new sets to do. So I'm doing those new sets. And then she's like, you know what? Let's pack on the baby. How much does he weigh? 25 pounds. Yeah. Go grab him and bring him over. And I want you to do 16 squats. After I've already busted my butt halfway, okay? So I'm grunting and I'm pushing myself up, and all I'm thinking is, I'm going to be able to put the baby down. I'm going to be able to put the baby down. I'm going to be able to put the baby down. The baby's going to be down in just a minute.
Mm-hmm. 5 more, he's almost down.
No,
4 more.
It was like 3 done, 2 done, 1 done. Oh my God, go play. So, yeah, I'm glad I'm doing it. I'm learning a lot of stuff that's working for me, but dang, man.
I'm glad you're doing it too. It's pretty funny.
I'm glad you think it's funny.
It's funny.
It is not funny.
It is funny. I come home from work and
I'm laid out.
Like she's done. She gets up. She's like, I can't. Could you go get the baby? Because I can't get up. And laying on the chaise, doing nothing. Baby comes over and she's like, just whatever. Just go. Just take whatever you have. Is it pointy? Is it no? Okay, just go. Go. We can buy a new one. I don't care. I'm not moving.
So true. It is so true. Like, I'm much better today than I was last week. But last week was not even comparable to this week, okay? But last week, I tried getting up off the floor, and my legs felt like rubber jelly. Rubber jelly, people.
That was I'm going to get up. You know what? I'm going to stay right here.
And
it's not worth getting up. I'm fine here.
Yeah, I kind of struggled and looked like a funny drunk. And I made it to the chaise. And I was like, okay, I need a breather. And I probably got up maybe an hour later. But this week, my legs were a little bit jelly, but not bad. I was able to walk around, do a couple of things. I had the perfect opportunity to take a nap because the baby and I never get synced to where I can take naps. So I had
that was funny.
Perfect opportunity to take a nap. And I go and lay in bed, and I'm like, my brain's wide awake. My body is trying to shut down, is trying to take a nap.
I bet it was so angry at your head.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah. I even tried doing some of my, countdown, and I even snuggled up with you today.
Yeah, that was nice. I got some cuddle time because, again, I was home and I wasn't feeling well, so I went to lay down. I was like, hey, she's going to take a nap. I'll take a nap.
Yeah.
Got cuddle time. It was nice.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Good. You smelled bad, but...
So this is what's so funny. I'm literally...
Stinky cuddle time's better than no cuddle time.
No. So I'm literally covered in sweat. And I lay down on the shades with the baby to get him to settle down for bed.
Did the baby just like slide off of you from the...
No.
Let's go.
It's even better than that. So the baby's finally fallen asleep. And I get up so that I can pick him up and put him in his bed. I look, and there's this huge wet spot. Huge. And the first thought was, oh my God, the baby leaked.
Oh, I heard that was what you were talking about?
Yeah.
I was working at the end of the day, and I just heard her, and she's like, oh my God, did you just leak? I was like, because I thought you were changing his diaper because he had went poo, which is a toxic waste dump with this child. So I thought you were changing a poopy diaper, and then you're like, or did you leak? And I'm like, oh God. Get the hazmat suits if he leaked the poop.
It was this long. The water stain was this long.
Oh, it's not a water stain. Sweat stain.
I know. So I was like, oh my God, like, is he not wearing a diaper? I mean, I see it, but it's so big. And I was like, oh my God, that's me. Because I started looking at the other parts of the shades, and there's other wet spots.
The evidence of where she was.
Yeah. It wasn't a body outline, okay? It wasn't that bad. But
just because you didn't stay in one place long enough.
No, I had half my body on this side of the cushion. So only my upper half would have been outlined. And yeah. Anyways. So
I don't know what this is.
I don't know what that is either.
I don't know women that like
lines?
shape like that. It's a weird shaped lady.
That is a very weird shaped lady. Or she's got some
takes all kinds.
Interesting dress on.
Yeah.
Because they have funky clothes nowadays.
They do. Well, they've always had funky clothes. It just changes with the day. But there's always a class of clothes that are funky.
Yes, but they're not so outrageous to where they have feathers on them.
You just haven't looked at fashion in the last 40 years.
No, I haven't cared.
It's always some freak show somewhere.
Oh, I know. Like, no names will be said.
She got really excited. Her eyes got bigger. It's like, I know.
So
terrifying when that happens.
There's a picture of a woman from a company, and it reminds me of a cow. What she's wearing reminds me of a cow, because it's white with black polka dots. And I will be in serious trouble if anyone ever says this to her. So
you're just a really large Dalmatian.
That was my first thought. Because of where she lives and the cattle that are there, I was like, oh, that was a bad choice. How did no one tell you that was a bad choice? Like, such a bad choice. Okay.
You really need a friend in your life who doesn't care about your feelings.
Yes.
Who can just go, you know what, Lucinda, let's use that because I know that's not her name.
Thank you.
That's a horrible dress. You look like a cow. Go back inside and come out with something else on, please.
Not because she's overweight, but just because of the pattern. I mean, the pattern reminds you of a cow.
Very svelte cow. A cow in really good shape, but a cow nonetheless.
Yeah.
Or, like I said, maybe a Dalmatian, like a really big Dalmatian.
Oh, I was pushing it.
Party-colored Cocker Spaniel. Sweeping hair. My family used to raise dogs, okay? I know a lot about dogs.
I've missed that gesture. You don't do that very often.
I don't. Not anymore.
That would be perfect with the baby. That gesture.
In what context?
Every context. That gesture sums up the baby.
Sure. So what was it like today watching the baby?
Exactly.
That's what it was like.
It's exactly what it was like.
Most days. Like, if I'm with him for 20 minutes without her, it's like that.
I can't even go to the bathroom, people. Okay?
That's because he comes and finds you.
Yeah.
It's not like she goes to the bathroom and 30 seconds later I'm like, baby, and take the baby to her.
No.
I'm like, it's like, I'm sitting here and I'm like,
to finish,
time with my son. Where are you going? Don't go to your mom. She's in the bath. Oh, okay. Like, that's it every single time.
So one, I don't feel like I can close the door to our bedroom because he goes crazy trying to keep track of the baby, which is understandable. I get it. So I'm not complaining. But even if I do, just like, you know what? I don't care today. I'm just going to shut the door anyways. And he's just going to have to deal with it. The baby comes up to the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Hello.
Scratch,
Hello.
scratch.
Oh, the scratching
scratch.
is the worst. It's like a scene from The Ring. Like, it's terrifying if you're on the other side of the door. It's like, that's a great party trick.
Ooh.
I invite a bunch of people over and be like, yeah, just go to the bathroom in the back there. Just close the bedroom door. Don't worry about it. And just sit the baby down in front of the door and walk off.
That would be funny.
Be good stuff.
It would be funny.
Yeah. And we wonder why people don't hang out with us more.
Oh, we know why. We know why.
That is an example of why.
Yeah, but people love the baby. They love our oldest.
Well, yeah, we make the world's most beautiful children. That's what I do. I make beautiful babies. That is my job.
I have half the DNA, dude.
No, the majority of it is you. But I'm saying, like, that is my job.
Okay.
That is my job. I make beautiful babies.
All right. Okay.
I don't have anything else to do with them. Like,
That's
all their
not true.
temperament. Well, the tiny monster is more like me than Heather, but
Hell yeah.
especially the big one. You know, I donated the genetics to make him beautiful, and then everything else is pretty much from you.
He really is a lot like me in temperament and personality.
And that's what I meant. Of course, it's a 50-50 genetically speaking, but that's my role in this relationship, is to donate genetic material that helps make them beautiful.
I have to agree.
It's like, together, we make beautiful babies.
We do.
That's what we do. That's our job.
We are not doing that job anymore.
No. We have retired. People are unhappy about us retiring.
Yeah.
A number of people are unhappy about us retiring, but we don't really care.
No.
Because we know.
No. Because, just a short, brief thing. With Jacob, I had acid reflux. I ate every cow known to man. Okay? And I gained a good amount of weight with him. By the third trimester, at the end, it was so painful to turn over that it was unbearable. It was so frustrating. Second baby comes along and didn't even know it. We didn't even know that I was pregnant. And all of a sudden, I have these uncontrollable exhaustions where I would take Jacob to school, I would come home, and I would go back to bed. And I would sleep an extra 4 hours while he was at school. And tack on, he grows exponentially. Tack on horrible acid reflux.
Because he was tons of hair.
Gigantic as well.
Yeah, it was a big kid.
I'm 6 months pregnant, and people are like, shouldn't you be in the ER? Shouldn't you be delivering?
No. 3 months to go.
I still have 3 months
3 months to go. And they all were in shock and then slightly in fear. And then there was sympathy.
Yeah. But thankfully with the baby, I knew how to better take care of my hips and things like that. So I got so big that rolling over was not a hip issue. It was a stomach issue. It was just so gigantic that I literally had to like scoot and then roll over.
Yeah, it was
just to get it to come over.
That's pretty bad.
And I even got used to helping it to come over in my sleep as well.
That is one of the funniest things you'll ever see.
It's survival, people. That's what it is.
That, and because she put on weight, you snore.
Oh.
And she would snore like a dolphin. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, what the hell is that? And then I heard the dolphin whale chirping over here. And I turn around and look at her, and she just mouth open, snoring, communing with sea life. And it took me a good 20 minutes to go back to sleep because I was laughing so hard. I wanted to wake her up, but then I didn't want to die because she would have killed me if I woke her up.
That's so true.
But
it's still true.
I really just wanted to wake her up and ask her what the whales were talking about.
So what's funny is that, was it the next day? Or
yeah, it was the next morning. I was waiting. I mean, I went back to sleep finally, but like I just woke up going, yeah, let's talk about that.
It was so funny. He was just like, I really wanted to wake you up.
It was so close.
You stopped before I could video.
Yeah, I was trying to get my phone and at least get a recording of it.
Yeah.
But I was getting up and she stopped, and then, I waited for another 5 or 10 minutes. That's how badly I wanted to record this. That's how funny it was. That it's like 2 a.m. and I stayed up in case she would start snoring like a whale again.
But it was so funny the next morning. I wake up and he's just like, you made the funniest snore last night. I was like, I don't snore. He's like, oh yeah, you do.
Oh yeah. Snore.
And so this is what he does. He starts making the noise. He starts replicating the noise I was making. Yeah. And we're laughing so hard we can't talk.
Yeah, I thought she was going to pee on herself because of the whole pregnancy thing. But thankfully she didn't.
Yeah, thankfully, because that would have been a horrible mess.
It is late, and we have been talking for a very long time.
Yeah, it's been that long since we've talked to you guys. So
I think this is good for tonight.
Yeah.
Let's save some crazy for the next time.
Yes. You can always find crazy here.
Oh, yeah. Well, this has been Untitled Evenings with Heather and Chris. As always, subscribe, comment, like, tell your friends about us, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Good night.